Hey everybody, and welcome along to this week's edition of the Irish Golfer Podcast. Peter Finnan here, and joined as always by our Mac.
As always.
Mostly. As always.
Mostly, yeah.
Grant. You're wearing a medal and everything this week. What's going on here? You're in here in shorts with a medal on.
Any day you be trim and anything is always a good day.
See, it's wear a medal to work day, is it?
Absolutely.
I wish we had video.
God, no,
I'm gonna post a picture of this on our socials. Anyone listening to the podcast can see this clown sitting here with a medal in front of me.
Look, I'm never going to win a monthly medal, so as Rishi Sunak once said, stick to football.
Rishi Sunak. He's a Saints fan.
I know, yeah.
Yeah, Southampton fan. Won't go far. Yeah, so we were going to do predictions pod this week, but there's so much gone on with world rankings announcements and stuff like that. We've parked that till next week, so we'll go into a bit more detail on that on predictions. The season kind of hasn't really kicked off yet anyway. We're Pebble Beaching it next week. That was the start of Rory's run last year, so yeah. we'll have all our predictions done for that.
Kick back our embarrassment until next week.
Exactly. Well, no, I was embarrassed at the weekend talking of football. You were saying like Leeds were abysmal.
Poor.
I wouldn't mind if we were poor. We just weren't at the races. Yeah, they're a different outfit, Arsenal. I thought like
ball never touches the ground when they play them.
I know, yeah, that's the thing. Someone was saying that, like, I was reading online, you'd prefer to see City win it again cheating than them set piecing their way to a championship for the first time in 20 odd years. But yeah, that's another day's work. Yeah, before we get stuck in, so lots going on, but this podcast was brought to you in association with Flowgas. And Ronan is always great when he enters stage around this. Flowgas, what do they do?
Gas, solar, electricity, and everything else.
Stuff.
You
revert back to energy. Gas, electricity, solar, dual fuel, EV charging, cylinders, LPG. Visit flowgas.ie. It's that time of the year. We're calling it out every week for the last God knows how many months. Yeah, it's cold out there. It's wet out there. Weather's abysmal. And this is the time where your bills are most expensive. Do give Flowgas an option. Give them a look if you're up for renewal. You won't regret it. They're open to all of the above. Gas, electricity, solar, dual fuel, EV charging, cylinders and LPG. And they do have offers available on the website. They support golf at every level. So if you do want to throw your business into a company that's supporting golf, Flowgas are the ones to do it with, so flowgas.ie. Right. World golf rankings. This has been creeping up for a while.
Yeah. So LIV have been awarded world ranking points by the OWGR, but they're not happy with the ranking points only extend as far as the top 10 finishers per LIV event, and obviously LIV gets underway today in Rio with the night golf. So this bombshell sort of dropped late last evening, and so the OWGR have decided to award LIV ranking points after they moved to 72 holes. They obviously met that criteria, but what they haven't met is their field size of 57 with no cut is still below the 75 minimum field requirement state in the OWGR regulations. A couple of other things as well. They seem to have taken issue with LIV's pathways. They described them as restricted. So that's also been factored into their decision to give only a limited number of ranking points away. And you can sort of understand it because I saw there at the Korean Golf Club, this new LIV team, Japanese star Jinichiro Kazuma was just dropped, and he was like one of the best players for the Ironheads last year.
Yeah, he wasn't in the drop zone.
So there's your, I suppose, your pathway that they're getting at. I mean, you're just going to throw lads off altogether. And
I won't get in trouble for saying it. It's like casual racism, though. They've dropped him because he's not Korean.
A little bit, yeah.
They have.
Well, it is. That's what
they've done.
Yeah. Yeah, it's terrible. But so LIV obviously aren't happy. They said the outcome is unprecedented. Under these rules, a player finishing 11th in a LIV golf event is treated the same as a player finishing 57th, which I think is funny, the way they phrase that. Limiting points to the top 10 finishers disproportionately harms players who consistently perform at a high level but finish just outside that threshold. They say it's completely restricted to what they're doing, and no other tour or league in world ranking history has been subjected to such a restriction. I think it's fair.
I think it's very fair. I think it's very. They're like to get world ranking points for 10 players in a limited field of whatever it is now. What is it? 50, 57 players. Yeah, I think it's very fair. It's probably overly fair. They had to do something. They had to, but I think even the old, like I was reading Trevor Immelman's statement. He's obviously the front man for OWGR and what they're doing and how they're going about it. And yeah, like there's so many hoops that LIV claim to have jumped through. I don't think the 72, like from reading through it, did the 72 holes matter? I don't think it did.
I don't think it did.
I think if they left it at 54, they still would have got the same. This was
like,
done, but they're just pandering to it.
We've big interest in the MENA Tour this year because Alex McGuire is on it. He gets ranking points for 54 holes.
Yeah.
So I guess
but he had to qualify for that.
You did, yeah.
You know, and you made a good point on Kazuma, you know, so he was thrown out because he wasn't Korean, right? But outside of that, there has to be, like, so P. Reid, since last week, we were waxing lyrical about Patrick Reid. He's gone now. He'd done all the promos, he'd done all the PR stuff. So that left a big hole in the Four Aces team. Why can't they not come up with a system that someone drops out like that? Like they run a LIV Golf Promotions qualifier.
But even
so whoever
then,
finished fourth should have been upgraded in or should be on reserve. Or
yeah, but even the three,
they just make it up.
Even the three players who won the cards at LIV Promotions, they're only wild cards or reserves. They're not fully part of a team.
Oh, really?
So there's your pathway as well, being very limited as well.
Your pathway to the bench.
Pathway to the bench, yeah. It's like
Joel
coming up through the academy.
It's like Joel Peru.
Like looking through the leaderboard here, Anthony Kim is playing, but like he's not listed under any
he would have been
GC
perfect
or team or whatever they're called.
He would have been ideal to, like, for if what they're trying to aesthetically do, he would have been the perfect P. Reid replacement in the Four Aces.
Yeah, he would have done.
Would have been. Him and DJ. Imagine them two parties. They'd have a lot in common.
Yeah, then you could bump somebody up who has
that
like
one went so above your head. That one.
Oh yeah,
so above.
I know
head.
we have to move past that. They're both moving on.
They're both clean.
They're both clean.
All right.
But yeah, like as you said, like in the LIV Promotions, like 4th to 10th, I think got international series starts. They could have been bumped up to a LIV Golf wildcard place. So just it doesn't make much sense. And then they've sort of thrown their toys out at the pram. I think 10 is completely fair. 15, I don't think they'd have been complaining so much if it was 15.
Yeah, I don't think they've grounds to complain for what it is, for the product it is, how they've changed the product so much. And I'm repeatedly saying this. I actually watched the product and I've grown to like bits of it. It's innovative in some ways, but it's so archaic in others. It's not, you know, when their own players are coming out this week, you look at Bryson coming out, see all those quotes come out from him about, like,
doesn't want to play 72 holes.
We didn't sign up for 72. And like,
they didn't, to be fair.
They didn't. Contractually, they've signed up for a 54-hole league, playing weekly, shotgun starts, all that. So their employer is asking for 25% more input off them. Plus, it's a day extra to get to tournaments and prep and caddies. And I know costs don't come into it because they're so well looked after. But yeah, it's a serious contract conflict that they have. Like, there's no way Bryson sticks around. They are looking at that now. We said it last week. Like, Brooks leaving was the first domino. Reid then doing what he did, and we'll get into that in a few minutes. It's a massive blow for them because they're not signing players to replace these. Like, their last proper signing was Tom McKibben. Like, that they've actually paid money for.
Yeah, but he wasn't really a big name at the time.
No, but it was a good. Well,
you're looking at in terms of like a marquee signing. They've gone down the road.
The Americans didn't have a clue who Tom McKibben was.
No, they've gone down the road of signing like a lot of 20, 21-year-olds, like your man Michael Asasso, the NCAA champion. They're signing like potential, but they're not signing big names.
Yeah, and they're like, you look at the players that have dropped off LIV last year. So Stenson, Kevin Na, Kazuma, Yang, Mito Pereira. He's retired.
He retired, yeah. He's only 30 and he retired.
Bonkers.
Yeah. He was a bounce of a ball away from being a PGA champion.
If it was on a different golf course.
Yeah.
That was the Wyndham Clark one, wasn't it?
No, it was the one JT one. Mito put it in the
JT,
water on the 18th.
Yeah, the water all down the right. He just carved it.
Yeah, I think he hit a driver when he probably shouldn't have been.
And neither have been seen since.
No, you're probably delighted at that as well.
Yeah, no, very, very much so. He doesn't even come to Ellen Road. Invest in a team. Dead to me. Matt Jones, your man, Andy Ogletree.
Yeah, he's gone.
Finished.
I'm devastated.
Finished.
I am dead. I'm gonna have to go back out to Oman and cheer him up. Like, Andy, what's going on?
He's the Burnley. He's now the Burnley of LIV Golf. He's just flip flopping up and down every year. And then the last one, never even heard of Chipotle.
No.
Chipotle. I've never even heard of him. Chipotle. No, but yeah, it's not a good look. They've done very well to get these ranking points, in my opinion, and yeah, it'll be interesting to see if they actually make a difference. Players like Reed, that like I got a bit of flack last week because we were too nice to Pádraig Reed. Apparently, I was getting some messages on that, like, because we were blowing smoke up his arse about how great he is and what he's done and what he's achieved and how he's doing. And the same day he's filing these new lawsuits in the Supreme Court in America, suing every journalist worth their salt in America. So yeah, we weren't standing for free speech apparently.
We're standing up for the DP World Tour.
We're standing up for the real man.
Yeah.
The working man.
The working
man. So yeah, it's an interesting one, but yeah, let's just crack into P. Reed. What was were you shocked at all?
By the lawsuits?
No, the lawsuits, they've been going on years. He's just going from court to court.
Oh, by him leaving?
By him leaving.
No.
Was. You weren't. Okay, go into that.
Well, before the Dubai Desert Classic, he indicated that, the PGA Tour is the greatest tour in the world. If the chance came back, I don't fall under the same category as Koepka. I'm genuinely just opening the door here. If it was a footballer, he'd say it was a come get me plea to another club. Same way Bryson speaking the way he did about the 72 holes. Again, if that was football, I'd say, oh, that's a real I'm out the door in 6 to 12 months or whatever. I'm not surprised Reed has left LIV at all. I think the PGA Tour needs a personality, and whether it's a good personality or a bad personality, the pantomime villain always brings eyeballs. So I think it's a no-brainer for
it's a great move
for them to get him. And
it's a great move for the DP World Tour, for the European Tour. It's a super move,
and it makes sense for Reed as well, I think.
Well, this is the thing. It makes sense now that he's won in Dubai last week, which I wasn't reading into that. He obviously resigned his membership on the PGA Tour to do. So he's avoiding some guys, like all these bans. I can't keep up with who's banned for how long and why. And like, you look at all these guys going back, Kevin Na, he can't go back. I think he's still a member. So they're being punished differently.
Yeah.
Guys
he only has to
back, Matt Jones and stuff like that. He'll be back. So P. Reed will be back in 6 months.
Back in August.
Yeah.
August 25th, I think.
But that's only based on him getting top 10 on the DP World Tour, because he's coming in through, I'm going to get one of my buzzwords in again, he's coming in through this ecosystem now on that. So yeah, like, he won last week and he's looking at that going, I am comfortably going to finish inside the top 10 on the DP World qualifying list, not otherwise exempt to the PGA Tour. So he's saying, I'm out of contract, I've 6 months to go back. I don't know, will the same things apply to him, or can they legally? This is something that hasn't been highlighted yet. So Brooks is going back on this player pathway system, and he's not playing in Siggy's, and he is giving up X amount of juice until 2030 on like FedEx Cup points and bonus pools and all that. He's given up all that, and he's giving money to charity. As P. Reed coming in after resigning his membership, so he technically wasn't a member, now he's coming in, will he be able to play his way into Siggy's and do all that? He won't be an additional player into Fields.
He's not eligible to participate in that equity program until 2030. I think that's the same for Koepka.
Regardless.
And once August 25th comes, as a non-member, he's eligible to return, provided he doesn't play in any unauthorised events, i.e. LIV.
But unauthorised by who if he's not a member?
I don't know.
But this is,
Well, like,
this is the legalities of it. It's mad.
He's eligible to play in the FedEx Cup fall events as a non-member, and he can accept sponsor exemptions or participate in like Monday qualifiers, even though Monday qualifiers don't really exist anymore.
Yeah, he'll get.
And then from 2027, he's able to reinstate his full membership.
What was interesting that I was reading during the week is he is available for the President's Cup this year. He's allowed.
Oh yeah,
that'll be massive. Like, you'd be mental not to include him in that. And if he has a good season, which I don't know, a Patrick Reed, he's one of the most driven people in world golf. Like, whatever bad you say about him, he lives on the edge. He pushes it right to the limit. I don't know, should I or shouldn't I? I'll share a story that an old pro, I'm not even going to say who the pro was. There's a few lads listening that were playing golf with me that knows. So I asked a guy outside of Tiger Woods, this is a touring pro, an older touring pro from the States, outside of Tiger Woods, who would you regard as the most steely, ballsy competitor you've ever come up against or you've ever seen in action? And without even breathing, he said Patrick Reed. And I was shocked. I was like, why Patrick Reed? And he told me a story about when he was playing Harris English as a 16-year-old coming up. They were walking up the last in this under 16 championship, walking up the last hole. And Harris English said he was winning by 2 walking up the last. And Reed murdered a drive down the last and cried the whole way up the fairway. And like English went across to him and was like, what's going on here? Why are you okay? And he said, yeah, like I'm not going to win this golf tournament. My dad's going to beat me. Like, he's literally going to get the shit kicked out of him at home. Jesus. And that underlines, this guy put it on the line and said his childhood was like there's a reason why he doesn't get on with his family. It's all covered to death, you know, and why his wife has done what she's done and protected him and stuff. But there are some things like that. You hear stories. Now, I don't know how true or how untrue that is, but I was told by a pro that was a story. And it was just, it's sad, but it gives you an insight into...
Yeah, because even some of his family members weren't at Augusta when he won the Masters.
None of them were, yeah. And they only lived down the road. Like, it's sad, but it gives you an insight into what he's had to overcome to do what he's doing. Like, he is a win at all. We said that last week, win at all costs.
Yeah.
He's a dangerous, dangerous golfer when he's like that. Like, he is so focused, so determined. There's a reason why, and you know, we need to be careful about what you say about Patrick Reed, but he steps right up to that limit all the time. He's not afraid to take risks. He'll step and right up to the rules as well. He's not afraid to push to the limit. He'll be a great acquisition this year for the DP World Tour.
Yeah, he's playing again this week in Qatar.
He'll play every week, and we'll have, hopefully, which we haven't seen in a while, and we said it before about, like, you know, we go on every week, heroes and villains. You know, you'll have your Rory. I'd love to see a Rory P. Reid spat again this year in a few DP World Tour events. The lads going toe to toe. Like, imagine that, like a Scottish Open or Irish Open, 2 lads going head to head down the stretch. Like, it's box office major stuff that we don't get served up too often here in Europe.
Yeah, well, he's played Irish Opens before. He played last year as well. Like, his schedule now will be supplementing, you know, the 4 or 5 regular events he plays anyway during the year. So you could see him playing up to 12, 15 events, I'd imagine.
Yeah.
Which would be good.
No, it's really good. It's really good. But yeah, on the world ranking, yeah, it was good to kick it off on that. There's lots of moving parts, I'm sure, in it. But yeah, will you watch LIV this weekend? It's on at night time over there.
Yeah, it's on TNT.
Golf.
Yeah,
I'll give it a go.
The nighttime golf is you'd watch it to see what the product is like for sure.
Yeah,
because it is obviously something different and it doesn't happen or the other 51 weeks of the year. So yeah, I probably will give it a lash.
The putting is always weird with shadows and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I always find it nighttime golf, and I remember even last year.
If you're a ball flight sicko, you'll watch the night golf.
Yeah. Which you know, I tend to be a bit of a sicko on those things. I like them, but no, I'll watch it, give it a go, see what it's like. But yeah, it's like everything. I give out about how bad TGL was last week and how septic that was. I still watched Jupiter Lynx against Atlanta the other night. Watch Jupe. I was just watching it more for Kevin Kistner, see if he got his act together, and he did. So they ended up winning their first match. But yeah, I was watching bits of it just to laugh at it, but it was on a bit earlier. But yeah.
A lot of people giving out about it again.
Yeah, and
Saying
rightfully
how
so.
bored the crowd looks and
Yeah.
just how desolate it all is.
Yeah, well, like seat fillers. It's bad. It's bad. But right, where do you want to go next? Will we go PGA Tour or DP World Tour?
I think DP World Tour because Pádraig Harrington's making his 500th start this week at the Qatar Masters.
So go to DP World Tour first. Yeah,
And then we can flick back to the Bahrain Championship last week as well.
Yeah, perfect. Go for it.
Just a great milestone for Paddy, and he's got a decent group as well with Andy Sullivan and Matt Wallace. And it's funny because you see a lot of people reaching these milestones and they're at the tail end of their career, and it's the famous phrase that Harrington actually said at the Open last year that it's all very ceremonial, whereas like he's at his 500 start, he'd be looking towards getting to 600, I'd say.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing that suggests that he's slowing down, other than maybe the results aren't quite going his way to start the season. But he'd be using this as 500 DP World Tour appearance. Great. It's more prep for major golf in the summer.
Did you see the Instagram post yesterday?
Yeah.
The DP World Tour put up. Anyone that hasn't seen that, go and we reposted it out. But go to the DP World Tour channels when they've been doing this thing with players. Yeah. Tell me when I name a better.
Yeah, stay
black.
silent until you hear
Yeah.
somebody with a better short game than you.
Like, literally, if they called names, Harrington basically said they could have called any player in the world, like Jack Nicklaus, Tiger Woods, Ben Hogan, Sam Snead. Like, they could have named anybody. God. They could have said God or Jesus, and Harrington would just kept quiet. And I love him for that.
Yeah, because he was saying he was like the best player in the world for putting for pars.
Yeah.
And it's funny when you think about that, like his 500 appearance, and you think back to like the last 20 years or so, and all the major wins were just absolute gritty as hell, getting up and down, holing 4, 5, 6 footers. And like even at the Irish Open in 2007, which really kickstarted his like generational run, not only for himself but for Irish golf. And you think of like
And European golf.
where he's come now, and in the whole conversation of Ireland's greatest sports person, he probably stands up there alongside Katie Taylor. It's the only one who can really challenge him, I think.
You're not mentioning Rory in that at all.
No,
You wouldn't count him.
he's a byproduct of what Harrington's done.
No. Listen, I totally get. I would go along with you. Like I Harrington, for what he's done, for what he's achieved, how he's gone about it, and how he's had to evolve everything. Like, you look at Pádraig Harrington when he came out. There's videos online of him when I think his first win was like a shortened 54-hole event, the Peugeot Open or something, in like 1997.
96.
Or 96, yeah. And you look at his swing back then to what it is now. Now, I know the equipment's totally different, balls are different, but look at his swing when he won his majors. Look at his swing now. Look at his swing 10 years ago. Like, the man has evolved everything. He's still one of the quickest,
He's still one of the
Harrington
longest players out there.
not just on seniors. Like in Bahrain, or not in Bahrain, in Qatar this week, like, he pumps it out there. You get easily getting 170 mile an hour ball speed. When you put into like Rory on, Rory's average would be about 180. So he's not far off. Like,
Oh no, he's definitely
big
well
boys.
up there. Yeah,
and he's, what is he? What age is Paddy? Is he
54,
55?
54. Yeah,
Like,
yeah. It's funny, like, because he used to have the really flat swing,
yeah.
and it was just this awful cut. Now he started turning into draws, high hands at the top, and then a bit of Mark Power on the way through.
Oh, he's
The
so
left
fast.
foot just goes.
Left knee just bandied up to the nines, just bandages falling off him, tongue sticking out the side of his mouth. He's listen, Paddy is just box office. No matter what he's talking about, I would listen. There's a reason why we have him as Paddy Harrington Heroes of the Week. Like, he is everyone's hero in this country, and to see, they'll market really well. I don't know, is he a lifetime member of the DP World Tour already? You would
He's
like
got
to
the,
think
he's got the Legends category.
Like, well, he's a World Golf Hall of Famer as well. I nearly certain he is, but I'll have to check that. If P. Reid is, he definitely is. So, yeah, we'll have to go along with that. But no, it's really good. Who else is playing this week? Irish
Peter,
boys.
just Harrington.
Just Harrington.
Yeah.
Oh, that's disappointing. That's a pity.
Yeah, this situation we're in.
I
Well
know.
documented that this is where we are.
Documented. Who was that aimed at now? I hope it wasn't golf or
No,
shooting stuff.
no,
We
no.
get in trouble for that.
No. No, but no, Harrington's given it a good run actually in the desert. He usually doesn't play over in Qatar. He usually gives it to as far as Bahrain, then sort of packs it in and goes back to the Champions Tour.
There's obviously nothing on the Champions Tour this week, but
No, not until next week.
no, it's really, really good. Delighted. Anyway, going backwards then, sticking on DP World Tour. Did you watch? I know you were over at the Liverpool Newcastle game watching it.
Yeah, I actually. Yeah, as usual. I saw a good bit of this up until Friday. Then I saw some clips on Sunday. So, yeah.
Do you want me to sum it up for you?
I saw Freddie had a shot and he won.
Freddie, I see what you did there. The worst playoff I've ever seen in my life.
It was a tog filler.
Then
they decided to shake hands.
Even before, yeah, no, that's the thing. Even before that, I don't know if anyone watched it. Like, I have never seen. I stuck it into our WhatsApp. Callum Hill.
He was going through it.
He went glitchy down the last 3 holes. Like, he could not. Flies were landing on his ball. Like, he was standing off every single shot. I know there's nerves and there's process and there's sticking. He actually apologised on the 72nd hole. He stood off it 3 times, went to hit it again, stood off, and he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry." He just couldn't get his act together. And then I think he hit it like a necky 5 wood, left himself in a lovely spot, then left. This is on the 72nd hole with a 1-shot lead. Par wins him the tournament. He found the green in 2, but he couldn't have put it in a worse position on the green. I think he was hitting like 8 or 9 iron into the green. Pulled it a bit left, and he basically had 2 elephants between him and the hole. And he had to put it off the green, and why he put it, like any pro worth of salts would chip that.
Yeah, but you could imagine what he
I
was
know,
thinking.
he's glitchy already. He'd lay sod over it, but still, he'd go full Mac the knife and just blade it through the back of the green. But, like, yeah, the putt, he just left himself, 18, 20 feet. Missed the putt, and that put P. Reid and Freddie shot into... I didn't know much about Freddie shot.
He shot 69.
Before this. He shot 69. Yeah, Freddie shot 65, then shot 67, then shot 70, then shot 69, then shot Callum Hill.
Yeah,
literally. But it was. I like the look of him. He does have.
Yeah, there's a good bit
of
about him.
X factor about him. Like
if you look, like if you just look through his scorecard over the 4 rounds, there was genuinely everything in there. So,
but he attacked. This is the one thing. Callum Hill was backing off on tee boxes. Freddie down the stretch was mini driver in it everywhere. Taking it to the bridge, aggressive, hitting bombs, going full fill like 2019.
Hitting bombs, yeah.
He was. No, he was. There was no fear in him. Even in the playoff, he was driver. Just hitting driver. He has mini driver in the bag. I don't know what mini driver it was. There's a lot of players now with drivers, though I'm getting totally sidetracked here, but because I seen there was a lot of... like, mini drivers have become a big thing with amateurs over the last, because they're getting, you have 13, 14 degrees loft, shorter shaft. I see even Ping now as an equipment manufacturer have a mini driver prototype in play last week on the PGA Tour, because a lot of players were just Frankensteining it themselves, like making their own, getting like 12-degree heads, putting 3-wood shafts into them and messing about with it that way. So Ping have had to come out and do one, like, following on to what TaylorMade have done a really good one with the R7. Callaway have a class one with their mini driver. Then you've the Titleist one, the GT Mini. PXG actually have one as well. Really good stuff. All available at mcgurksgolf.com if you're interested in mini driver. But no, it's random, but it's good to see a pro like Tommy Fleetwood. His whole last season was dictated by mini driver. So if you haven't had a go to mini driver, do go out and have it. If you struggle off the tee at all, if pros are doing it, 100% you should be looking at it. If you struggle off the tee, it's just the loft is your friend. Really, really good. But yeah, getting sidetracked. But Freddie shot, class act. There's a man going places. Like, he will be a feature this year. I'll get another one of my sayings in, will I?
What?
Will he kick on?
He'll kick on. Well, yeah, he's at a good age to do it as well. 24.
Yeah. So I think he will. I think he's going to be a staple. We're going to see a lot of tournaments this year with Freddie Schott up there, with P. Reid up there.
Yeah, a lot of Germans flatter to deceive as well. So I think about time one of them started showing up a little bit.
Yeah, it is like when you talk nationalities as well. There is a bit of me disappointed when you look at. And we're not going to go down this rabbit hole again, but you see 2 Scots in the top 10, no Irish anywhere to be seen on the leaderboard.
I wasn't allowed to talk about that.
No, but it's...
No, it is, yeah.
It's tough because, like, we have players as good as, if not better, than Callum Hill and Grant Forrest and guys like that. But these guys have, for whatever reason, kicked on. And there's a lot of Scots on the DP World Tour now, and a tournament like this just made it evident. Then we go in, you've already highlighted Qatar. No Irish there with Paddy Harrington. There's nothing more Harrington would have loved than to have Connor Purcell, Mark Power, young lads like that going out and playing practice rounds the week of his 500 and all the eyeballs on him sharing stuff. There's nothing anymore. Like, it's sad, but it is what it is. Won't be like that next year. They'll kick on off the Challenge Tour, but
yeah, we're getting 5 promos.
We are.
PJ
Garcia. Tour? Before we move on, what do you think? Did you want, like, Garcia? You probably, like, he shot 70, 66, 68, 68. He was right in this tournament. He had an absolute nightmare on, like, middle of the back nine Sunday. He had a treble bogey, bounced back straight away with birdie. Shown really good signs. Still finished 4th here. And should have been in the mix. Like, he's only a couple of shots back. But yeah, showing good signs.
Charging for that Ryder Cup place in Adare that he never got.
Yeah, exactly. Right, PJ Tour. It's Rolls Royce time.
Yeah, it is, to be fair. Pretty easy in the end. Even after Friday, he was still fairly comfortable. I know Seamus Power was the closest one to him, and we'll get on to that. But yeah, he just destroyed everybody.
Yeah, he
class.
is.
Like, this is no, like, Indian summer 18 months spell.
Oh, no.
This is class.
Consistency, just the level of consistency out of Justin Rose is just insane. Like, it's 2026 now. I went back 20 years. And you could go further. I just stopped after I was going back 20 years. He hasn't been outside the top 100 in the world in, I would say, 25 years. So I went back 2 or 3 more years just before we went on. Like, now he has dropped off in certain years, not had the same. He missed the cut last week and then comes and wins. So he's not a Rory dominate top 5, top 3 every tournament he plays in, throws in. Not enough wins. When Justin Rose gets in the mix, he wins. Like, he's a bounce of the ball over the last, literally 2 shots, 2 putts away from winning another 2 majors with Rory and the Open Championship.
Yeah, and like, if Rose was playing anybody else in that Masters playoff, you'd probably want him to win.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Even Rory talked about that afterwards, how guilty he was that it was against Justin Rose, that messed with his head. Going back to the tee box, that it was Justin Rose that he had to. Yeah,
somebody like.
But you have to do it. You just have to do it.
Well, probably Rose will look at him and think, 1 or 2 putts more, and I have those 2 majors.
Yeah.
Just coming down the stretching rounds probably doesn't make enough putts. But you look at his form since maybe the middle of 23. Like, he starred in 2 Ryder Cups. Like, he was excellent in Rome, and everyone was saying he was a bit of a rogue shout. Brilliant in Bethpage again. Like, he doesn't just show up to take part in Ryder Cups. He's one of Europe's best players and someone that they need.
100%.
I even think then the quotes that he said himself, like, he's hunting the Grand Slam.
Yeah.
I think that, like, when you've come as close as he has to winning majors, you must think if I get one, there'll be a catalogue of them. I know his age probably will go against him, but certainly
he's so fit. He is like
certainly a player and a career that warrants more than one major.
I was going to move on to that. I'll ask you a question getting in. Like, is he an overachiever or an underachiever? If we're just quantifying it on trophies and money.
So he's into the top 5 in the all-time World number 3 again.
Money list.
Former
all time.
former world number 1, albeit only for like 13 or 14 weeks.
Has he maximised? I would say in his 30s, he hasn't won all he should have. But in his 40s, he 100%. Whatever he's doing now, he's maximised what his true potential is.
Yeah.
And I would say he looks back at his 30s with... I don't think Justin Rose has too many regrets in his career, but he would look back and say he should have won and done a little bit more in his 30s, even though there's nothing that he...
Well, he's still England's last major winner, isn't he?
That could be bold. Like, we could be missing something so obvious.
Could be missing somebody obvious, but just off the top of my head, I think he is. But you don't look back on his major career and think, oh well, he let that one go.
No,
it always seems to be that he was beaten by somebody.
Yeah.
But
he's there a lot. But no, Justin Rose is... There's nothing you can say. Like, he's 45 years of age. He's a year older than I am. He has a recovery truck that comes around with him. Did you ever see that? You ever look it up online? Like, so he is so into sports science, into high performance. How after 25 years of being like playing in any tournament that he wants to play in, maintaining the standards that he has and actually excelling in the last couple of years beyond the standards he probably thought he could achieve at that age, is... You just have to tip your hat to him. Like, he's a different beast. How he loves the game still is... It's hard to get your head around. If you've been around tournament golf and you've been around professionals and you've been around the daily slog of knowing what tournament golf entails, traveling and going to all these different venues, new venues, old venues. He does it with the same caddy a lot, which does help with Fooch, but even for him to name check Fooch when he was with Amanda off the back of the green.
Yeah.
I wonder if the last time Fooch was in his hospital bed, he's gone through his health scares, and now we'll have a little mini one of these that he can look at, and that's it. He is just such a gentleman. He's such a nice man. He's such a genuine family man. His values... There's no professional golfer I look at that has the most all-round blended... I don't know. I think I fancy Justin Rose talking to him like this.
Yeah, you do.
But like, he's so... The blend of what he is, what he's achieved, how he goes about it, what he does in his... Like, what he gives back to the game. How... Like, his fingerprint will be on golf long after he's gone. And
yeah,
you
like
can't
if
say
you
that
were
about many
to model a pro on what you wanted to be, and especially in terms of how they carry themselves, Rose and Harrington would be your top 2, I'd say.
Yeah. And it's funny, you mentioned the stats I was looking up. He's over 600 PGA Tour starts, Justin Rose.
Yeah.
Which, he's 45. Like, he's 10 years in Harrington.
And considering he missed his first 21 cuts as a pro.
Yeah.
It's amazing considering where he's come from. Because that would just ruin somebody.
Yeah.
Like 10 cuts in a row, they'd be gone.
It's bonkers. It is bonkers.
But like, he is... Like... I was thinking about this yesterday, and Louis Oosthuizen again came so close to winning a few majors, but again you think just didn't quite do enough to go and win them, rather than being beaten. And again, he only won the one in 2010. And when you've gone so long between your first and that second one never comes, it can feel like you've never won one all over again.
Yeah. But to win in the fashion that he did, it's not just winning. He was like a cat with a mouse. Just toyed with them. Came out, shot the lights out the front nine every day this week. Be it the North Course, the South Course. Like, that's a tough golf course. Torrey Pines, both golf courses, Poa Greens. It's not easy. And he's coming out and he's like putting in just unbelievable scores.
Like this, because the scoring for this was quite bunched. Like 16 under par was second place, and that's, a good solid number, and he just lapped the field, which you wouldn't think would happen with a 45-year-old.
No, definitely not. Words fail me around Justin Rose, and that, like, when you look at the scoring, I'm looking up the stats here on it. Like, so he's the oldest player to win a tour event by 6 or more shots since Sam Snead. That's 1961. That puts into context the level of achievement for a man his age to do what he's done. It's yeah, and number 3 in the world. I don't look at Justin Rose like he's the 3rd best player in the world.
No.
But you have to give him credit. He is.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things.
Like, yeah, it's funny that he's been 10th for a good while. 10th, 11th, 12th, and you say, yeah, that's about right.
Yeah.
And
he
3rd,
benefited from LIV.
yeah, well, he
big time.
benefited by A, the way the rankings are, and B, actually not going to LIV himself.
Yeah, because
Like-
all his mates went.
Yeah, his
Like-
form since then, like he's 3 wins in the last 4 years now.
Yeah.
Like, this is more than just, as I said before, like 18 months Indian summer period. This will be 3 or 4 or 5 years.
Have we said goodbye to Justin Rose as Ryder Cup captain in a day?
Oh, 100%.
Like, that's it. Dead,
100%.
done.
And I mean,
he
like-
will not entertain it.
Like, I don't know how many times he's been asked about it, if at all, but his quotes at the weekend saying he's hunting more majors, hunting, Grand Slams, even though it's a little bit unlikely. I mean, that in itself, if you read between those lines,
Yeah.
he's playing Ryder Cup next year.
Yeah, no, 100%. 100%. Yeah. From a good news story to a tough watch. Seamus Power. He's showing signs again.
Showing signs, yeah, 100%. Putting beautifully as well, if you just look at the first 2 rounds. 65, 66 had him in 2nd place. Eagle the last on Friday to get into 2nd alongside Justin Rose. And yeah, 74, 71. To still finish 11th is no real disaster.
Oh, it's not
Like,
a
he's
disaster.
well placed in the FedEx Cup now. Really, really good start to the season for
But
him.
he's a couple of shots away from locking up his card.
Yeah, I mean, like,
He made
if
$200,000.
if he came top 3, he would have been top of the Aeon Swing 5 thing.
That's
which,
and that.
which up until last week I'd never really paid attention to.
Yeah,
And and from a fan's point of view, I was never really looking at Seamus Power trying to win that event. I was thinking, try get that top 3 and really, really give you a chance of getting into the signature events. Bit
Yeah.
surprised he's not playing this week now, I have to say. But no, I think he ended, even though he lost his full playing rights last year, he did end the season quite well. He looks like he's back to full health, full fitness. And then it's just about getting yourself in that position as often as you can, because he has shown he can win. And it's just about, triggering that muscle memory and keep plugging away. I think Seamus Power is in a good place again.
he is. And even drilling down into his stats, looking down, if you take all of his rounds together and you look at his performance stats from last week, like strokes gained off the tee, he's big off the tee. He's 36. He misses fairways naturally. But you look at strokes gains around the green, he was number 1. Strokes gained putting, he led the field. He's number 1. All really good. Sand saves and scrambling. He's in the top 5 for both of them as well. So short game, that's where you're going to make it up. And he is right where he needs to be. He's in and every proper metric going in around short game, he's in the top 5 last week. So if he can maintain that.
He spoke that he'd corrected a big flaw in his putting. He noticed it towards the end of last year and corrected it for the start of this. If he can just, find more fairways, hit more greens, especially his approach. He was 74th overall, which isn't great. Really, really good foundation to build on, I think.
Yeah, and it's the 4th of February now as we're recording this and as you're listening, first week in February. It's great to be talking about Seamus Power in a positive light this side of Easter and summer, that you would hope that by end of March he has everything locked up for next year and he's a free roll of the dice again and he's playing like a free man, trying to play himself into Siggy's again and get back to where he should be, where he was a couple of years ago before the injury.
Yeah, well, first port of call definitely should be trying to get back into the top 100 in the world, up to 147 now.
Yeah. But that'll happen organically.
What an apt number on the day John Virgo passed away, 147.
Yeah. That's sad, isn't it?
It is.
Did you you're too
Where's
young.
the cue ball going?
Big break. You've
too young for all that.
No,
But the commentary though, where's the cue ball going?
Yeah.
Used to be hilarious.
It is. It's sad. It is sad.
But he's above Max Homa in the world rankings now.
Yeah, but I'm not even gonna insult Max Homa. He's a my TGL scrap heap with Kevin Kisner. I don't think Cobra was a very good move. He was on the slide already. He cashed in, and it just hasn't worked out for him. So,
No.
but he is a good player. Right. Anything else on the PGA Tour?
No, we've often mentioned on this podcast how entertaining it is watching players try to make the cut. I found Kepka trying to make the cut very good viewing.
Did you?
I was very invested in it. I don't know why,
So-
I just was.
There's a man stats wise. So we watched Seamus Power finish top. Like Brooks, of everyone that played, was last on the putting. The week just gone. Now it doesn't suit him. Poa greens don't suit him. Never really have. He's come out, but like he can just get unlucky on them. But this week will be interesting for me. They showed a lot of Brooks on TV and
Yeah.
stuff, which
Gave him a feature group and all.
yeah, it was a bit. There was a
I
bang,
expected they might go the other way.
there was a, yeah, that's what I thought. There was a bang of tiger off it, to be honest. Back in the day, just show every shot, and you just get bored after a while, just going, all right, we've seen it. Like show us the lads that are winning the golf tournament, or bit of high performance stuff here. He will feature. I think he'll feature this week. He's a past champion at Waste Management. It's a tournament that will suit his eye a lot more than last week, I think. So, yeah, looking forward to more. So he has all that, because there was a lot of stuff that he had to brush away last week. He was saying,
But
like, just
even
walking onto a range and stuff.
yeah, and it seemed to be like, well, we're not going to see the people who are ignoring and we're not talking to him anyway on social media. But like, Matsuyama, Billy Horsch, we're happy to see him. Victor Hovland said some interesting things actually before the Waste Management Phoenix Open this week, saying he wants to play against the likes of Brooks and makes the field better, makes the product better. But then he also said it sets like a dangerous precedent that
Yeah.
if I can go somewhere else, rival tour, get paid and come back again with, essentially maybe a slap on the wrist. Is that all? If even a slap on the wrist.
There's a bit. There's a few guys, Matsuyama, Victor, few guys like that there was big money put on the table. They said no, and rightfully, yeah, they'll have gripes, but it's not to be thrown out in, like, just stay in your lane. Is what I'd say to someone like that. It's just don't bite to the media quotes. He didn't, in fairness, but he gave enough away that you could read between the lines.
Yeah.
He said, "I've loads to work on my own game, and I'm doing that." I listened to the interview. Don't be sour about it. He had a choice. He made his choice. You can't punish guys when they're coming back in the way some players might want to punish them, because it doesn't suit the tour. It doesn't suit the overall product. Like Brooks is getting crucified coming back. If you actually add up all of the money, all of the stuff he's going to miss out on, all of the when you add it all up between now and 2030, even if he does well, he's probably lost money going to LIV.
Yeah.
When you add up all the stuff, and I think that what was promised to these guys and how it's played out are two very, very different things. And when you're seeing Bryson coming out, when you're seeing John Rahm, anytime he's asked something, just given, I'm contracted till 2027, you're just going, yeah, right, whatever. You know what's going to happen with these guys when their contract's up. They are bailing. And once they're gone, the product's gone, and the tour just have to work out how you incorporate these guys back in by keeping everybody happy. And they seem to have got a good blend with what they've done with Brooks. But there was definitely a case of, like, we're welcoming you back with open arms here. There was a bit of a show to other players, and they're definitely getting Brooks to be positive in the vibe and the feeling of coming back and how we've welcomed you back and what we've done, and look at all the airtime you've got and the TV and that's not an accident that's all happened. They are definitely dangling the carrot to the other guys, going, you thought the grass was greener, come back. If you want competitive golf, come back. And they all will.
Yeah, he's got another feature group this week as well with
Yeah,
Xander Schauffele and Cam Young. So
of course he does. Why wouldn't you? Like, your sponsors love it. It's brilliant. And long may it continue. Us fans love it as well. So, right. It's always a strange tournament, though. Waste Management.
I'm here for the 16th.
It's mayhem.
Let's go.
Yeah, no, it is mayhem. Yeah, never been, but yeah, it's just lads puking their ring up everywhere down at the greens.
It peaked with the Joel Damon, Harry Higgs
Taking the tops off.
Strip tease.
Yeah, it was good. There's a man, actually, yeah, before we move on, like, it was tough. He should have locked up his card. There's Joel Damon, watching him last week. It was a bit of a struggle in the end. He got a great week out of it, but he could have had a little bit more. in how he finished the tournament. But no, it's good. Good to see him back playing because he's lost. Like, he's in the same boat as Seamus Power was, losing his rights, losing his full status and stuff like that. So working his way back up. It's good to see guys like that
Yeah, it is.
bouncing back.
Cult hero of Netflix full swing.
Netflix, yeah. Stop. That'll be creeping up in a soon. Did you see Netflix actually have a Tiger Woods documentary that stars Tiger, narrated by Tiger? They've paid like 10 million quid or something for doing stuff. But that's good.
There's enough of them.
No, not in Tiger.
There is.
Not
the big HBO one was.
Yeah, but that wasn't with Tiger. You're going to get the truth. Well, you're going to get Tiger's version. You mightn't get the truth, but you'll get what we're told is the truth. But no, that gets the juices going for me. Interested in that. Right. Where do we go next? LPGA.
LPGA. You have a bit of a gripe with this, do you?
Yeah, like
Nelly Korda won the Tournament of Champions.
Do you know what? Do you have anything else for roundup?
Or the half-hours Tournament of Champions.
Do you have anything else for roundup?
Yeah, I actually do.
Right, so we'll do roundup first, then we'll do heroes and villains, because I'll hoodwink the LPGA into heroes and villains, because it's only a 37 person field. I nearly made a big boo-boo there.
Yeah, so the Hotel Planet Tour got back underway last week at the SEC Open new season. Max Kennedy was best of the Irish in 33rd on 7 under, 69-72. Great round of 65, and then a 75 on Sunday, which is starting to creep in a little bit in his game.
Sunday killed three of them.
Yeah, killed Liam Nolan as well. He also saw 75 for 6 under par.
Yeah.
But good to see Gary Hurley back as well. Again, poor weekend for him, but made the cut in his first start in well over a year. Newly married as well.
That's brilliant.
Good to see him back. We'd love to see Gary Hurley do well.
100%. He is such.
Not only because what he'd say about it would be just box office stuff.
He's brilliant. He is box office, and how he goes about his life, how he's gone about his golf career. I love listening to Gary. He's a deep thinker of the game. He sometimes, I suppose, he can get in his own way in certain stages, but yeah, outside of Harrington interviews, Gary Hurley gives a lot. You get what you ask Gary Hurley when you're talking to him.
Yeah,
you can't but respect a man for actually just being truthful and laying it all on the line, and having the wherewithal in his career to keep going back to the plate, keep stepping on, and yeah, you're gonna get slapped, but deal with it, move on, keep going. I've so much time for Gary Hurley. I really hope he has a good season this year, because he deserves it. He does deserve it.
He's on one of those membership extension categories, so he's playing again this week with Nolan Kennedy, Connor Purcell, who missed the cut last week, and then James Sugrue making his season debut for the year. So hopefully we can start. We'll have 5 or 6 lads playing every week, so hopefully we can get some enjoyment out of it.
But we said it last year, they're all staying in the same house, moving around. They're all floating in like the wolf pack on the Challenge Tour. It's good. They need it, and they will thrive off each other. All it needs is one of them to step up early and do a bit of damage, win a tournament, and the rest of them will go, sure, I'm handing to him in a plate in practice rounds. I can do that, and they'll all feed off it.
Yeah,
So,
I agree.
Fingers crossed.
I agree. A couple of other things. Jordan Bowles won the amateur class on the Portugal Pro Tour and was 3rd in the overall leaderboard. So a lot of the sort of elite AMs are starting to play a lot of these warm winter golf events now, warming up towards the west of Ireland, which is only, just over a couple of months away, and championship entries have opened as of the weekend. So
Although I don't know what good
coming around the corner.
I don't know what good playing in Portugal or Spain is for the
West.
West.
Weather at the moment.
Yeah,
the weather at the moment, it could be perfect.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah. Right. Go on.
And Alex Maguire had another top 10 on the Minotaur final round of 67, and he's playing again. These things come thick and fast. He's playing again at the moment, and
he's moved to Egypt.
Yeah, honestly, so many events, and yeah, but he's been going well.
That's good. Oh, it is good to see. Right, heroes and villains, and we'll hoodwink some of my stuff. You're the hero man. Give me a hero.
I've gone for Harrington for the 500 starts, and then I went for Nelly Korda as well. Actually, a bit of an LPGA thing going on. Just
As
the
a
way,
hero?
Yeah, just the way she called out the women's TGL.
Yeah, it was on my notes and stuff. Yeah, it does. It highlights what we were saying. I wouldn't give her hero status for it now, but
Well, it was slim pickings for me this week.
yeah, it was Justin Rose as well. You know,
I don't like going with winners.
no,
No.
yeah, but what about like
You're already a hero if you've
big
won.
winners?
Nah.
So Paddy H, right, heroes. Yeah, she called out the TGL stuff. It just highlights what we said last week. It should be the same. I did see Charlie Hull come out and agreed with her as well and gave some comments on it. It's not that they've missed a trick, and we were talking about the money side of it last week. It exposes that it is a money grab for the lads.
Yeah, 100%.
Because, like, we don't even know how much money they're putting in, how much skin is in the game for the women. What's the prize fund going to be? Is it going to be the same? Is it going to give away 23 or 4 million?
No, it'd be way less.
It's not a chance. So they're just giving the lads that sort of money and access to that sort of money. And that's the only reason I can think of that it's not a mixed tournament. So, yeah. On to the next. But, yeah, fair play to her for calling it out because it's something she's going to be a big part of. It's something she's going to be, you know, she is the poster. Her and Charlie Hull are going to be...
I don't think she's fairly non-committal actually by playing at the moment, I think.
Yeah, she's not. She's taking. So
she's
I'll
in
get
it.
into that. Well, I think she is. No, she has to be. She
Don't
would.
think so.
Yeah.
I checked the list of players and she wasn't on it.
She wasn't on it. Yeah. It's a strange one. So right, heroes, get them done, and then I'll go into villains.
They're my heroes.
Done. Paddy H gets it. So I'm not even gonna go up against it. Like 500 career starts, legend, the man. So the Paddy Harrington hero.
Can you win your own award?
The Paddy, ticket number 11 has just come up. So yeah, let's give it to Paddy. Give it Paddy till the end of the season.
Do I just exit stage left now for you to?
No,
one?
Villains. So I did have your token, Michael Arteta. I'm going to call him Michael Arteta for doing what he's doing. No, but on a serious note, villains, LPGA. Like, I don't know, you were away in the UK so they've obviously got, it's like their tournament of champions, 37 players. It was shortened to 54 holes, which normally I have no problem with. But it's how they did it, when they did it, and how they did it on the LPGA that really... I was watching highlights of it, I was doing it. So it's like a glorified Pro-Am. There's a lot of celebrities playing, do all that. They're through 2 rounds. Now they've got a serious cold snap of weather in Florida. The whole east coast of America is being hammered, right down as far. I get out. Jerry Byrne, who's a greenkeeper, people would know, is over. Like, there is a superintendent's thing on. He said, like, he was playing golf the other day in Florida. It was -2, like, with a real feel of -7. That just doesn't happen, right? So they're going playing this tournament, and they get 2 rounds done. Nelly shoots an unbelievable, like west of Ireland weather in April, lashing rain, like all sorts, sleet coming at you, serious winds and all that. She shoots 64, takes the lead. They don't get that round finished, round 3. There's like 8 or 10 players still to finish out. So they say, right, we'll come back the next day, which is the Sunday. They knew there was a cold snap coming in. It froze. It came down, a bit of frost. They had some delays. Then they were going to get the players to go back out again. Now, there was 8 or 10 players still to finish. So they said their plan was to get the amateurs out first. Let the amateurs do it, because it's a big part of the tournament and ticket sales, I'm assuming, because they had some celebrities that are probably signing more autographs than some of the players. They go and do all that. They push it back a bit. The course thaws out mostly. Some holes are unplayable in a little bit, but most of the course seems okay. Then they decide we're not, like, player power. They were going to try and shorten this to 54 holes, but on the basis that the course was unplayable and unsafe. But to get a 54-hole tournament and to make Nelly's round, they sent the 8 or 10 players out to finish in what they claimed were unplayable conditions. So they could get that done, which is totally unfair against them women. But it just, and then they called it, and then they gave, like, so you've players queuing up behind Nelly Corda. Like, there's only 37 players, so you have the best players in the PGA Tour have jostled their way in, like, open championship conditions. You remember Troon a couple of years ago?
Yeah.
when, like, Lowry, it fell apart on Lowry in that horrendous Saturday in Tyrone. And it was when Justin Rose battened down the hatches and actually did what he did. I love watching golf like that. I love watching the best players in the world tested that it's not flop shots and bombing drives and hitting these high things and hitting full shots everywhere. It's nothing stock about what they had to do. Nelly shots, she saw 64 in it, and fair play. But I don't know why. They sent the amateurs out to play as well. The amateurs did go out and play, and they were coming back in. And one of the amateurs was Annika Sorensen, and she went on the golf channel and went bananas. The players obviously just refused to go out. And it suited the LPGA. I don't know what the narrative is, but it seemed to suit the LPGA to have Nelly win this tournament from a sales and marketing exercise. Knowing that she's not going to the Middle East, or not the Middle East, to Asia. They have an Asian swing now for the next 2-3 weeks. They're not going to see her again till like April.
Yeah.
And they went so long last year without back-to-back winners on the LPGA, without two-time winners. It was a first-time winner, first-time winner,
They
first-time.
did 29.
We need. It wasn't until the last 2 weeks of the year that they got their multiple winner. So it seemed to suit them, and they did this. But it really, it annoyed me. I'm not going to curse about it. It annoyed me that the players have so much power, like, to actually call this. But Annika came out and said, yeah, it's pretty much playable. It's fine. Like, you know, it was tough weather conditions to play in, but it's an outdoor sport.
Yeah.
You know, I love the Open Championship for variability, playability, what you have to do, what the test it asks. And these women decided to down tools by the looks of it, and the LPGA just decided, yeah, no problem. But still send 8 of them out
They
to finish it off. And the amateurs went out and played.
It wouldn't happen if it was
A serious outfit.
a regular LPGA event, like not a tournament of champions where it's a pro-am.
Yeah, but there's a lot of points and money.
Yeah, but
It's points. It's points. And the people that had to go out again would have lost points to the field. I didn't dig deep in to see what happened to them. Did they drop shots? But I'm assuming they did.
Yeah, some of them definitely would have.
It's either playable or not playable. That's the thing. And like, this is you look at any reports online, it's going the same. So basically what I'm saying is, LPGA, they're getting my villain of the week. It's not even a competition. Nothing to do with Nelly Cordes. She played unbelievable golf, but you just want to see the best players in the world tested by the game. Not always the golf course, the elements. And they had a perfect chance to do that. Or even play it on the Monday when the weather improved a bit, when the place wasn't as frozen and solid. Because there's no LPGA event for the next 2 weeks anyway.
Yeah.
So I don't know why they blew it up. Like, it doesn't add up. Unless it's the conspiracy theory I'm seeing online of, they need a Nelly. Nelly looks good with that trophy. Let's do it. Let's pull the trigger on that.
Craig Castor might be onto something.
Yeah. That's lost on me. That's
The
lost on me.
New LPGA commissioner.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah.
God, if you're gonna slam the tour, you
I'm slamming the whole tour.
You gotta
I'm
know who you're
slamming the whole tour. But yeah, he probably is. Yeah, that man has a marketing background in some thing. But no, that's it. Yeah, so I'm LPGA villain of the week.
Can't argue with that.
There's a rant and a half.
Yeah, you went on for about 10 minutes there.
Yeah, we're tipping on without cursing as well. We're tipping on by the hour mark. I think we'll draw a line under this week, unless you have anything else you want to air grievance about.
No. Happy enough. Liverpool are back. Meath are back.
Kildare won as well. Kildare beat Offaly.
Lost Causes FC, 6-side team are back. Champions.
And you're wearing your medal. I am going to put a photograph of you up online on this. Right. Yeah, outside of that, if you do want to keep up with all the latest golf news, visit irishgolfer.ie. Thanks again to Flowgas for their podcast sponsorship, and our events are actually selling very, very well. If you are looking, visit irishgolfer.ie/events. We have we've 14 tournaments up there at the minute. It will grow by another 3 or 4 events over the next month, but a lot of them are booked out already and they're filling fast. So if you've any inkling of playing an Irish Golfer event, if you've seen them or heard about them online, it is the best golf day out you'll have all year. So visit irishgolfer.ie/events. and you can have a look at that. So, yeah, until next week, cheers for tuning in, and we'll talk to you again soon. Bye.